This next politician is a true American hero, a guy that actually fights for the American people, and one that is going to expose whether or not the government is hiding aliens. Let's welcome on the representative from the great state of Missouri, the one, the only, Representative Eric Burlison. Rep, how you doing, Eric?
Great, Alex. It's great to be on.
It really is a pleasure. And so I have to ask you, you're here with three lunatic comedians, and one of them, Michael Hughes, my good buddy, he's obsessed with you, Eric, because of your work that you've done with these aliens. I was actually going to kind of wait to get into that, but can you tell us what the hell is going on with aliens? Are they real or fake? Because I get the impression that if they tell us they're real, then they're fake. If they tell us they're fake, then they're real. Does that make sense? Whatever they tell us, I believe the opposite. So what's going on, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's my attitude going into this, is that, like, I don't trust this town. I mean, I don't trust anybody in this community. Look, I'm from the show me state. Like, I don't believe you until you got to show me. So that's why I basically, I believe I'm very skeptical on this topic, but I think that when you've got all these pilots that are encountering vehicles, we have near miss events happening in above our military airspace, something's wrong. And so I'm on oversight. We're charged with investigating. We've had several hearings about this topic. And what's really frustrating, Alex, is how many times we keep getting blocked by the deep state, blocked by, someone or some group from being able to get fully briefed on this topic.
Well, I mean, but like, what are they going to give us? What are we even allowed to get if aliens are real? You know what I mean? Like, aren't they going to do whatever they can to hide it? So, I mean, how much transparency can we really expect when it comes to Area 51, the most secretive? I mean, I'm sure there's more secretive military bases, but arguably Area 51 is the most famous secret military base, right?
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, the topic is not something for the United States government to keep a secret. Look, like if you happen to be able to film an alien or an aircraft on your iPhone tonight, that is not for the government. The government, what I'm told is that they're not going to come in, confiscate your phone, make that a secret. They're not trying to keep the knowledge of extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence secret. The one thing that they will say is that they're keeping very close to their chest anything that they have, any kind of vehicles, anything that the United States government is working on, or technology that they might have that has been able to document any UFOs. And so that's what we're having a hard time getting access to.
Well, I would really like some transparency, but I believe in God. I believe that God created this earth. So I think that if there are some sort of aliens, they're interdimensional, you know what I mean? Or, they're already here. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, like, are they on spacecrafts? But listen, I love these conspiracy topics. Let's just play SOT number 3, though, of, Representative Burlison talking about aliens real quick.
All right, pulling it up.
Okay, well,
what if, because I think, again, Alex Jones is talking about interdimensional beings that are sending guidance to elites, telling them what to do. What if aliens, as people believe them to be, are actually interdimensional, and that explains how they're able to travel vast different. It explains what we can't see.
Yeah.
We don't see other civilizations. It explains how we're like, how do you travel 1 billion light years? You don't. It's through space-time or whatever, through dimensions. And what if these are not necessarily smarter, but more advanced entities that are controlling the flow of our existence for their own ends?
Yeah, an interdimensional thing was like a meme with Alex Jones, but then your colleague, Rep Luna, I think a year or two ago, literally came out and said, I don't know if she believed in it or she had proof that there were interdimensional beings.
She definitely stated it.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
So I was in the very first hearing, the witness, the big whistleblower, David Grush, in his report that he gave to us, and I read it beforehand, and that struck me the most out of his report. Was that he said one of the theories is that what we're experiencing is aliens are interdimensional, and whenever in the hearing I had 5 minutes, I asked him that question, can he drill into that, and it was interesting.
Okay, Rep, this sounds so stupid, but really they say that the military has remote viewing and that they can look into other dimensions. I mean, can we? let's not even talk about space travel. Is there interdimensional travel in your opinion? Is that a real thing, or is that an Alex Jones meme?
So, I mean, not to nerd out a little bit, but I think that quantum entanglement in and of itself proves that there is something deeper than the existence that we live on. So, but you know, if you talk about do beings exist in that higher dimension, that's another question. So, I remain skeptical, but like you, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I believe that angels exist. What commonly comes up is how there is a way that it fits within the biblical narrative, and how many times in the Bible that you know, while they call them angels, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, they're not from Earth. Like these are
they're described
beings.
they don't look like a human, you know, the way they're described. They do look kind of odd if you actually look at the biblical description of these angels.
Let's not forget about the reptilians. We got the reptilians, like, I don't know.
With the Anunnaki. Okay, wait,
Hillary Clinton herself, there might be a reptilian been controlling this government for a long time, dude.
Okay, no, you're making a joke, but why? I bet Rep will believe this. Rep, they call me crazy, but I think there was giants. I believe in the Nephilim. I do believe that was real, Rep, and they're gonna clip this and call you crazy. Were giants ever real, in your opinion, Rep? I hope this doesn't get you canceled.
No, I'm gonna say I do believe that they were real.
Thank you. Yes, this is a real guy. This is a real man, because there's no way. It's especially all the pyramids and all this stuff. There's definitely some bigger human beings. I think we are kind of the offspring of that. Wow, Rep, you're so based in reality.
Actually, I'm going to a conference. I'm going to a conference tomorrow, this weekend, that's called NEFCON. It's being hosted by a guy named Tim Alberino, who is, you know, you got to look up Tim Alberino. He's done a lot of work on a lot of this topic. I was introduced to him after my first hearing when we had David Grush come in and the UAP hearing. I have friends from back home that tell me you got to listen to his podcast because he has a very different perspective. I listened to it and it was a rabbit hole that I ended up listening to the entire.
Wait, time out. How deep down the rabbit hole did you go? Did you get to the part where the Smithsonian's hiding the bones? Did you get to that part of the rabbit hole yet?
Yes.
Yeah. And isn't it weird though?
And guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on oversight, so we have oversight over the Smithsonian.
Well, let's go in there and look. I'll help you guys. I'll bring the flashlights. I'll probably accidentally break something. Let somebody don't let me touch it because I'll mess something up. But at the end of Indiana Jones, and I believe this, could call me crazy, there's more truth in the movies than there is, you know, there's truth in the movies, lies in the news. I almost believe movies are more real than the news. I know that even that sounds kind of crazy, but they tell us a lot of stuff in movies. Kind of predictive programming is what they call it. And in Indiana Jones, well, I'm just saying, in Indiana Jones, they're fighting for the most important thing. What is it again? What is they're fighting for?
Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant, duh. And then at the end of the movie, they get the Ark of the Covenant, and what do? They put it in a little crappy wooden box and under a pile of a bunch of junk. They don't even know what it is. So it's like there's stuff in the Smithsonian that paints and tells a picture, tells a story that they don't want us to know. So, Rep, are you seriously going to investigate the Smithsonian? I'm pumped up. This is like good news. This is music to my ears, sir.
We've got to figure out a strategy behind that. So I'll be happy to work with you on that.
Please, I will go after him. Like I said, I'll live in there. Night at the Museum is my favorite movie. I don't mind hanging out with Robin Williams, and rest in peace. Does he get to come back alive when they close the museum? Do we get to see Robin Williams? Do you know if that's true or not?
No, I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Damn it. All right. Well, you're not that crazy. Okay, guys, what do you guys want to ask the congressman?
Let's find out, though. What do you think, though, about the Wall Street Journal article that just came out that says this is all part of disinformation and really was just a hazing the whole time done, throughout the years? Because, I mean, what do you think about that? Because it seems like another disinformation campaign.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it kind of fit my original narrative, which is that this is all, hogwash, that it's more likely that it's our technology, that we're just creating a psyop or a cover story.
Yeah.
And blaming using UAP or UFOs as a foil. But we've had so many whistleblowers come forward that have worked directly on these projects. There's a gentleman named Jacob Barber that came out recently who was part of the crash retrieval program. No one has denied that he wasn't part of that program. The question is, what were they retrieving? David Grush has done a good job of introducing individuals to my office that we can interview. So none of it is, I don't have definitive proof. That's the problem. I want something in hand or in video that's definitive that I can talk about.
You want a smoking
show.
lightsaber is what you want, the smoking lightsaber.
There you
Okay.
go.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself